Good afternoon and welcome to another Health Talk with John T. I'm your host. We've got beautiful weather today, which is nice after all the rain, which we probably needed, so that's good. Today, I'm going to help you once again to make smart decisions with your health. So, today I'm going to be covering essential amino acids versus whey, as well as talking about timing and why having your protein immediately after working out is maybe not the best idea. You might want to wait just a little bit at least. Just listen to the numbers and hear me out. So last week I explained the difference between the 3 branch chain amino acids and the 9 essential amino acids. Well, actually, the 3 branch chains are 3 of the 9. So your body needs them to function, to help build muscle. Yes, this is true, but it needs all 9 of them. So if you're just giving it the 3 branch chain amino acids, it has to actually break down more muscle in order to get those other proteins. So, well, amino acids, the building blocks for protein. So it's important to get a full profile of amino acids. So I was looking at a couple of different studies of essential amino acids taken post-workout. Now was it last week? Yeah, last week I talked about a study that I found that actually found pre-workout to be the best time to take protein, and that whey was the best. Now, I'm going to compare whey to essentials in a little bit, but first of all, I want to look at this. Now, they found that taken with carbs 1 hour after exercise, that they had higher levels of mTOR, which is mammalian target of rapamycin. So it helps with insulin control, which opens the door to let protein in, and other compounds, especially sugar, actually. That's mainly what it's for. It also helps, mTOR also helps with the signaling for cells needs, like nutrients and oxygen and stuff like that. So it's very important. So just from 1 hour, 1 whole hour after exercise. There was another study that found that even up to 4 hours, they compared 1 hour taking the supplement not immediately, gonna get to that. 1 hour as compared with 4 hours. They quite literally found the group that had 1 hour, their levels, yeah, they had a spike, but then the levels started to drop off, going down towards that 4 hour mark. The group that had 4 hours kind of had those same levels that they did over here, but they had a spike after taking the essential amino acids. So really, it didn't actually make a difference whether 1 or 4 hours after workout, which is insane. That's crazy. Here would be the problem with taking your protein too quickly after exercise. So, according to the British Journal of Nutrition, so we're going all the way to the other side of the world, was looking at 5 minutes and half an hour post-workout, and they were looking at essential aminos. So they took a group not taking any protein, a group taking it 5 minutes, and a group taking it a half an hour after exercise. They found links to abdominal pain, nausea, and even transient, a new word I learned for short term, anorexia, linked with immediate intake of protein within 5 minutes. So I would almost say wait at least a half an hour after working out to get your protein. That's my personal advice. There seem to have been some benefits in other larger study on the EAAs on lactate and pain, but not endurance. There was also a study that showed that taking the essential aminos 1 hour and 2 hours after workout without the carbs, even they had different levels of all of these hormones that indicate protein synthesis, which is building muscle. They stayed up more than 4 hours afterwards. So, and they had a spike within 10 minutes of ingesting them. So what does that mean? That gets into your system quickly. Okay. And that means you have to keep taking it. Now, I talked in the past, and I'm going to bring this study up again below. There was a mega study that looked at all different types of protein, branched chains, essential aminos, soy, casein, whey, and it found that all of them taken pre-workout had the most benefit, but whey had the best benefit. And that's why I chose to look at it as compared to the essential amino acids. It's been known to be the fastest absorbing. You know, it gets into your system the quickest. So, essential amino acids versus whey. Because the free amino acids, right, in the EAA, they are so small that basically they get diluted by your enzymes and, your saliva and stuff like that, everything getting, released. It's actually easiest for the body to digest and absorb kind of some of the, not the huge protein, but not the free protein, the di and tripeptide, which is aminos. Peptides build up protein, and amino acids are basic peptides. They're the most basic form of peptides. So having the di or tripeptides, like 2 or 3 of them together, it leaves a little bit of room for breakdown. So the enzymes attach, they break down the peptides, and it has more availability as a result. So this is actually starting to make sense as I'm looking into this. I'm actually going to I'm going to read off. This is from bodylogic.org. Now, he's not, this isn't a scientific body. I just like the way he worded this. He's done his research. I've looked into his studies, and this lines up with some of the other stuff I've been looking at. So, there are 4 reasons why you'd want to take essential amino acid instead of whey. Number 1, you really like the taste of the essential aminos. Number 2, you have a lactose intolerance. Although whey isolate has the less lactose, so you can also look into the whey products that you are buying if you're lactose intolerant like me, which is something I'm starting to think about after all this research. Number 3, if you are on a calorie-restricted diet and don't want to get the extra calories from the other 11 amino acids in the whey. And number 4, you like to spend money because they can be 3 to 5 times as expensive. So think about that. And think about what might be best for you. So, lastly, the bad stuff, the negatives. I mean, that's it. The money. I was unable to find negative consequences from taking essential amino acids. Couldn't find them. They might be there with more digging, and I'm open to learning. I have heard that too much protein and supplements and powders can have an effect on your liver and your kidneys, something I will be doing more research into and definitely covering on a later date. Next week, I will be talking about the elderly and building muscle and protein and stuff like that. So stay tuned. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Give this video a like and share it around so that we can get good information to more people. Have a good week.